Brett Allen here from the Brett Allen Show, chatting with the cast of Sprung. This is very exciting. Phillip, James, Claire, thank you for your time today. I appreciate it.
Hi.
I am huge fans of all of you, and this show does not disappoint. Claire, we will start with you. You've been a part of some fantastic projects. How do you feel about this, and what can people expect when they have the opportunity to watch?
Oh my gosh, this show is such a dream. Getting to play a character like Wiggles is just like beyond something that I would have dared to even think about, because it's just so much fun. She's so pure, she's so amazing, and her outfits are insane. Yeah, great. What can you expect from the show? Lots of laughs and heartfelt moments. You know, anything a good comedy would bring you.
Yeah, and this is definitely a good comedy. I found myself literally laughing out loud. James, I mean, fantastic work. All the things that you've done have always been very good, very entertaining. What interested you about this in particular and made you kind of go, this is something that I want to be a part of and get involved in as an entertainer and an actor?
Well, one of the things that got me and wanting to get involved with this project was, during one of the breakdowns of the show was that it was a comedy, but we wasn't playing into the comedy. And I think that stood out to me a lot, because I think it's funny and it's funny being real. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, for me to be able to be like, all right, how do you make somebody laugh without trying to be funny? It was such a challenge that I loved that. And I was like, it made so much sense to me too. I was like, when you being real, when you're actually really connecting with people, when people can relate to stuff, that's the funniest stuff of all. That's the realest. So I love that part about it. That made me, and working with Greg Garcia was a big draw, because one of my first testing opportunities in acting was for Raising Hope back in the day.
Yes.
And, I was like, yo, this is my opportunity to work with this guy again. And, I was wanting to be in a position and work, because before this, I was doing a lot of pilots and making a lot of choices of shows that didn't go and stuff like that. So for this situation, it was like, yo, first of all, this show was already going on air. The money is already coming in. So I could focus on other things, you know what I mean? I could focus on how I could create. And Greg was such a great person to create with. It was like an acting teacher, you know what I mean? And I want to be a director. So watching him direct and watching how he directed, how it just in detailed he was with his iPad, and every shot, every angle, everything was just super prepared. And so I was just there to watch, and yeah, it was amazing.
Absolutely. And Phillip, we'll wrap with you. This is a comedy. It's got action, a little bit of drama, everything like that. James made a good point. It's not playing into the comedy, but just being funny. As an actor, again, you've done a lot of great projects. How do you approach a script like this and go, okay, well, it's funny, but I want it to be honest, and I'm not trying to be funny. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I think, the funniest things are the most real moments. And I think that's one of my favorite parts about the show, is that, yeah, there are a lot of slapsticky, zany, crazy moments where people are falling and, things are happening, and, pocket bikes and COVID balls and things like that. Like, that's pretty zany and funny. But I think there are a lot of really human moments in this show, which I think that's really what I think it's the heartbeat. We start to feel for these characters. We've all experienced this, we've all gone through the pandemic, and also, we continue to go through it, obviously. But I think, I think it tugs at the heartstrings, and I think Greg did a good job in really balancing those two worlds. It was a comedy masterclass, and I genuinely cannot wait for people to check it out.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I've seen it. I am just like, when I first heard about this, I'm like, okay, we're in California State Prison, and we're getting released. And by the way, there's a lockdown and a pandemic, and everybody's like, what the hell is that? which I'm sure a lot of people in that very nefarious situation probably felt the same way, like the rest of us did. Well, I'm excited. Phillip, Claire, James, it's been an honor, and thank you for your graciousness and your time. I cannot wait for people to see this. You all just absolutely knock a home run out of the park.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, everybody.